The busy holiday season is here, and Uncommon Goods makes it less stressful with incredible hand-picked gifts for everyone on your list, all in one spot. Gifts that spark joy, wonder, delight, and that it's exactly what I needed feeling. They scour the globe for original, handmade, absolutely remarkable things.
I have a friend who loves visiting national parks, and this year she visited Yosemite. Well, Uncommon Goods has a whole line of national parks inspired candles, so I got her the Yosemite candle, and the scent, it's good. It's cedarwood, amber, and orange.
When you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. Many of their handcrafted products are made in small batches, so shop now before they sell out this holiday season. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/handsome. That's uncommongoods.com/handsome for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods. We're all out of the ordinary.
It's home shopping season, and if you're a homeowner, you're probably in the market for new home insurance. And chances are your first priority is price. That's why it's important to get a quick and easy quote from Allstate. You could save significant money on your home insurance.
Check Allstate first, and you could save $574 on your home insurance. No hassle, just savings. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Not available in every state based on the national average annual savings for new home insurance customers surveyed in 2023 who switched to Allstate and reported savings. Savings vary.
This is a headgum
video.
Handsome, chatting with friends on the Handsome Pod. Chatting with friends on the Handsome Pod.
Cheers. Cheers! Welcome to the Handsome Pod. It's your handsome host, Fortune Feimster.
And I'm one of your handsome hosts, May Martin.
And I am your very, very dear friend, also a host on the Handsome Pod, Tig Notaro.
Woo!
Woo! Woo!
We're back together.
We are. It's been a while.
It feels good.
You guys are both in Toronto. I'm away from you. I feel like a piece of me is missing.
2 pieces.
Yeah.
Tig, that's right. 2 pieces.
Two crucial pieces. Yeah.
Yeah. May, how's filming going?
Oh, it's going well. Thank you. Yeah. I got like 3 weeks left. And I've like finally hit my groove right near the end of the shoot.
You're like, I got this down.
I'm like, oh, I think I got this. Yeah. I'm having a great time.
I saw Lisa Gilroy today.
Lisa Gilroy, yes.
And Alana Johnson. I think they both saw a clip or something of your show, and they're like, this looks incredible.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Lisa Gilroy and Alana Johnston were both at my house last night because I was closing the bear portal finally, and they came over to paint bears, and then next thing you knew, everybody left, and just the 3 of us watched that new M. Night Shyamalan movie. The Trap. Yeah, it was a real blast.
Did you get scared?
I spent about 20 minutes deciding whether I was going to scare Lisa. Like I had a whole plan to go out of the room and secretly exit the house and go around to the window.
No.
And then I thought, you know what? I don't know.
Does Lisa scare easily?
Yes, and I'm thinking the one time that she got scared and she did burst into tears. So I thought, I don't want that. We were in one of those immersive horror things that I make people go to. And
yeah,
you two are pranksters. I don't do the pranks.
Yeah, you don't like a spook as much.
I don't like scaring people.
Oh, okay. You just like
that's not
being
my
silly.
Yeah, I like not just being silly, but teeing myself up to look very foolish.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There's a lot of space news going on because we have 2 moons at the moment. Did you see that?
Oh, no.
Wait, are you about to moon us?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
God.
Go to YouTube right now. Go to YouTube right now. May's pants are down.
Full moon.
That would be the best.
Full moon.
The best setup ever. Did you guys hear we have 2 moons at the moment?
May's doing it again.
And then
my God.
You pull your pants down and ass right in the Zoom.
Right in the Zoom. But I did, when they announced it so casually, they're like, oh yeah, we're going to have 2 moons for the next like couple of months. And it's like, what? Like, no one ever said, oh, at some point we might have 2 moons. Like that. Like, it feels a bit, not
You
that
needed a heads up.
I needed a heads up. Yeah.
Yeah. You can't just spring 2 moons on May.
I know.
Will we be able to see them?
One of them is the size of a school bus, so I think it's too small to see. But I don't get why. So it's orbiting us for like a month and a half, and then it's just going to go away. Like, not to be a conspiracy theorist, but this sounds like aliens.
I have to be really honest with everybody right now.
Do it.
Here we go.
I never heard about 2 moons.
You got to get online.
Is it in the news?
Yeah.
Well, truth be told, I have been staying away from the news as of late. Today is election day. Go vote. Whatever you do.
Go vote.
Listen to our podcast and then go vote. We encourage everyone to exercise your freedom to vote because ladies and gents, you got to vote.
And everyone in between.
Pretty little ladies,
Yeah.
and our dudes listening, go vote.
Please go
but
vote.
I've stayed away from the news because it's been conspiracy theory like to the
2
nth
moons.
degree for a while.
It is so crazy how conspiracy theories used to be so
fringe.
Yeah. And now it is. Go ahead.
I feel like, I mean, maybe I'm part of the problem because I'm like,
for sure you are.
For sure I am. Because like you'll see it. I see like a news headline that's like, top scientists have figured out how to travel backwards in time. And then you just keep scrolling. And like, I think any day now something crazy is going to happen. That second moon is going to descend. And
I think I'm so like in the like what we're dealing with on a daily basis just from the climate stuff and the weather stuff and the hurricanes and
wait, that's
and
all the climate stuff.
The politics but you know what I mean? Like all of it. It's not just the hurricane. It's all of it combined and the politics and the division and the fighting and the guns and it's like I can't also handle the conspiracy theories on top of
I thought you were going to say you can't also handle a second moon moving in.
I think that's fair.
The moon I can handle. There are worse things.
I can handle a school bus sized moon. Okay. Throw that at me any old day.
Yeah.
I think it must be, I wonder if it's like on purpose to distract us from all the real problems. They're like, well, there's a second moon, or maybe I just as escapism, so I don't have to face all the really pressing problems. I'm like,
yeah,
this moon, guys.
I think it might be more for you to escape because I don't know that a lot of people out there are like, oh man, you hear about that second moon? How are we gonna keep going? It was a lot to process.
It was
Thomas, were you aware of the second moon?
I knew about the second moon. Yes.
See, the Canadians love a moon story.
It was a big topic of conversation last night when we were doing our bear paintings, talking about the second moon. And would you guys like to see my bear painting?
We would absolutely.
I've already seen it.
Have you?
Yeah, Lisa showed me.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. Oh,
wow, I don't
look
know
at
how
you
I
with
feel
the
about
inside scoop of the bear paintings.
Way to attack me, Fortune, about seeing a bear painting before you did.
I don't need you to show it to me because my best friend Lisa already showed it to me.
Yeah, me and Lisa are really close, and she's like, hey, look at May's bear painting, and here's mine. And don't tell Fortune.
Well, you guys.
Sorry, things got real nasty.
The election's pulling everyone apart.
I know.
It's the gravitational pull of the second moon. It's fucking with all of our internal fluids and waters.
Definitely the moon, not the pending election.
Yeah. Okay, I was worried about painting the wrestling bear Caesar, and then I checked with Raph, that woman who did the Malocchio spell if you're just listening to the pod for the first time.
This is not anything new.
Yeah, this is part of a saga.
Bear journey.
This is, I think, now the saga's ending. So this is my
Whoa,
bear.
That's really good, May.
Thank you so much. He's wearing a Caesar crown because his name
looks like a bear wolf.
Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah, here's his face.
I would say it barely looks like a wolf.
Beowulf. That's what we call him.
Beowulf. That's really good. Beowulf.
And so the painting was part of the release to get it out.
Yeah, You'll notice
curse out.
like in the painting, the bear is like, "Rah," like really releasing its rage, which is what the real wrestling bear never did. He was so docile and placid. And I feel like I got to release my inner bear rage. And so I painted it. I feel good. I might give the painting to Joe. That's what I think I might do.
That would be
Joe
nice.
the button maker?
No,
Hi,
Tig.
my name is Joe. I've got a wife and 3 kids,
and
and
a
I work
family.
at a button factory.
And I push buttons.
So you feel like you release some inner rage.
Yeah. But there's
Ooh.
the coincidences continue because my friend brought a bear painting over that she's had for 15 years. And we're looking at the painting. And then on the back, we see it says, "For Jesse the Elder." And we're like, what? You can imagine this electrifies me. Then it's like the artist has signed it, Mike Juneau. And we're talking about this. And then my buddy Jason comes over, just my random buddy Jason. And he goes, "Oh, I know Mike Juneau." We go, "What?" He goes, "Yeah." Because she goes, "I bought it at a yard sale 15 years ago." And Jason goes, "Let me text Mike Juneau." Texts him, goes, "Did you paint this bear?" He goes, "Yeah." Guess what Mike Juneau's job is now?
What?
He's a wrestler. For real. So anyway, I think that closed the loop. And yeah.
Are you feeling better?
Much. Yeah. Do you guys, do you paint? I feel like painting just for fun for a couple hours. You light a candle, you sit. Do you do that with your kids, Tig?
Well, I was going to say, Max and Finn, of course, do art and painting because they're children. But Max has a little, we call it his art studio. And it's this table set up in our driveway. And he just sets up all of the paint. And he'll come home from school, put his backpack down, walk out to the driveway, and just start painting. And it's really incredible just that he has that interest and drive.
Yeah, I kind of understand art therapy now because I'm like something about just pushing colors around. It's really nice.
People love it. I am not a big painter or drawer, but when presented with the opportunity, I've found that I really thrive. One recent example being that Chili's baby back ribs. They have a thing where you can color a chili pepper. Not the band, an actual pepper.
Yeah, sure.
And they raise money for St. Jude's. They sent me some markers to paint a pepper.
A real pepper, or
no,
it's
like a picture of a pepper.
Oh, cool! And what was your style?
So I went gay.
Yeah, that checks out.
And made the pepper of the rainbow flag, and felt because the headquarters of Chili's is in Texas. Yeah, and so my pepper was gonna be sent to Texas to be put in one of their stores, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna send a little gay chili pepper to Texas.
Well, they do have gay people in Texas.
They sure do, and they have gay people, and gay people love Chili's. Love a triple dipper.
I've never been.
That's my go-to.
You've never been to Texas?
You never been to Chili's?
Either. I've never been
You've
to
never
Texas.
been to Texas or Chili's?
No.
What?
I know.
Whoa,
I'd
man.
love to.
Well, we'll have to solve the Texas one for you at some point. Yeah. And we can solve the Chili's situation for you as well when you're back home.
What did you say? You had a triple dipper?
Yeah, man.
What is a triple
What
dipper?
is that?
Oh, my friends, thank God you asked. Now, Tig's not going to be interested in this. I don't think there's a lot of vegan food at Chili's.
They have a salad.
So a triple dipper, and it's very popular on TikTok right now, but I've been an OG lover of triple dipper my entire life. It's an appetizer at Chili's where you can pick 3 of their appetizers, hence the triple dipper. And all 3 of those apps have a sauce you can dip it in, hence the dipper.
Is one of them like mozzarella sticks with a marinara?
Not only is there a mozzarella stick situation where you can get the OG original with marinara sauce, they now have, and I'm not sponsored by Chili's.
Oh my God.
This is just.
Wait, when were you at Chili's last?
It's been a minute. It has been a minute.
What's a minute? Like a week or a year?
Like 6 months, probably.
You're due for another.
I'm due for a dipper. I'm due for a dipper for sure. Now they have mozzarella sticks with either a Nashville hot sauce or some kind of like honey bourbon glaze or something like that. And according to the kids on TikTok, they love them.
It's so weird that TikTok is celebrating. It's like, we got to get on board with this triple dipper.
It's been a resurgence. It's weird. These youngins on TikTok, they find these things and they act like they've just discovered them. They're like, what's it? What, this triple dipper? What is this? Oh my God. And
they
I'm
might
like,
have just discovered it.
I think they might have, but I've been going there since I was 5.
So you love Chili's.
Yeah, they have Southwestern egg rolls, which are amazing. They have
nice
honey chicken crispers, which is a chicken tender with this like sweet honey sauce.
This is exactly my type of palate. This is perfect for me.
All right, May, we'll go.
And you were correct in that it's not quite up my alley.
Not for you. And it smells like baby back ribs, so I just feel like that would be mean to take you. With big wireless providers, what you see is never what you get. Somewhere between the store and your first month's bill, the price you thought you were paying magically skyrockets. With Mint Mobile, you'll never have to worry about gotchas ever again. When Mint Mobile says $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan, they mean it.
What's great about Mint Mobile is that what you see is what you get. I've had mysterious charges appear on my phone bill that I've never seen before for services I didn't ask for. It's never a good feeling. So say bye-bye to your overpriced wireless plans, jaw-dropping monthly bills, and unexpected overages. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all your existing contacts.
To get this new customer offer and your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/handsome. That's mintmobile.com/handsome. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/handsome. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details.
Fortune, can we tell Tick, because we did a mini-sode, and one of the questions really stuck with me, which was, if you were one food and one beverage, what are you? Right? It's like one food and one drink. Mm-hmm. And what did we say? Fortune was like,
I was what my friend told me I was, which was a chicken sandwich and a Shirley Temple. But May thought I was milk and chocolate chip cookies, and either of those I think apply.
But Shirley Temple, I really see. Mm-hmm. You're a Shirley Temple. And then I can't remember what I was. But then, Tick, what do you think you are?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and be a Roy Rogers.
Oh, I think Thomas said water.
Thomas said a glass of cold water.
Who, me?
Thomas said,
water.
It's kind of the only thing I drink is water.
I think that's why.
Roy Rogers is what, whiskey?
I don't even know what it is.
Wait, is it Coke and...
Maybe maraschino cherry juice.
Oh, the grenadine. Yummy. That's what's in a Sprite. Okay. I mean, a Shirley Temple. Grenadine and Sprite.
I guess it's that's in a Coke is a Roy Rogers.
I'd said you'd be a salad, maybe.
No, here's what I'd be. I'd be a kombucha, a ginger kombucha, and I would be a delicious grain bowl.
Oh my God, okay. A grain bowl.
Yeah, there'd be like mushrooms, quinoa, what are they? Sweet potatoes, broccoli. God, yes. Avocado. Hello, grain bowl. That's me.
Grain bowl.
Mm-hmm. I think I said for you, maybe you described that like date dessert one time.
My friend makes those after listening to our Handsome Pod.
Does she love them or what?
It's a gay boy, gay man, and he absolutely loves them. And I went to a party at Karen Kilgariff's house, which you were invited to a couple months back, and he brought them to that party.
Were they a hit?
They were fantastic.
Because anytime I've brought them or I've made them at a party, people are like, what? What is this? Oh, dates. I don't know it. And I'm like, just cork it.
It was Zach Noe Towers, very funny comedian. He made them after listening to the Handsome Pod.
Yeah, it's really good. But I still stand by I'm a ginger kombucha and a delicious grain bowl.
Yeah,
I
like that.
I have realized that I do love food that comes in a bowl.
I do too.
Yeah,
Really?
I did realize that about myself. There used to be a place in LA called Grain Lab, and it's no longer, or they sold it. It's not this. I don't know what's the deal with it now, but it used to just be these bowls with like veggies, and I do eat meat. I apologize.
Hey,
And it
you
was
do
like
you,
a
girl.
chicken and couscous bowl, or like a steak and sweet potato bowl, and it was like my favorite thing in the world to eat. And I only want my food in bowls now.
I get made fun of because I like if I order takeout like Vietnamese or something, I get like a pho or like a one of those like a bun, a noodle salad thing. I want to eat it out of like a trough. Like I sometimes get like a giant pot that you would cook pasta in, like a metal pot, and I'll just dump everything in there and get a spoon.
You just want it all mixed in together and stuff.
Yeah, because I don't want it. It won't all fit on one plate, and I don't want to do
Now,
one plate thing.
I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
Is it called pho or pho? I thought it was.
It's definitely pho. You're right.
It's pho. It's pho.
I get
Okay.
embarrassed because I feel like I'm being like croissant, you know what I mean? So I just say.
Oh, I see. That makes sense because I've spent a good amount of time in Australia doing shows.
Oh my God, that's so funny that you brought that up, Tig, because I too spent a lot of time. Wait, that
Who are you with?
Oh my
I was with
God.
Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah,
and there was lots of things to do in Australia.
yeah.
Wow.
No, I'm not from Australia. I know it's very hard to tell from my accent.
Did you, Tig, were you starting to become Australian?
Yeah, do the accent thing.
I was with Jennifer Lopez, and we, of course, were riding kangaroos.
Kangaroos? Haven't you had to watch out for razor blades?
Yeah, a
On the
lot of
ground?
razor blades.
Wait, what's that reference?
Yeah,
It's just
the
an
only
easy
thing
word
that
to say in an Australian accent. Razor blades.
Razor blades.
Razor
And do you know how I
blades.
learned this? And this is going to be, a lot of people probably know this trick, but if you don't know this trick, you can convince somebody for like 2 seconds that you can speak an Australian accent if you say raise up lights. Raise up lights. Raise up blades. Say it.
Raise up lights. Oh, right. And it sounds, if you say it fast, it
Yeah,
sounds
you got
like
to put it together
Raise
fast.
up lights.
raise up lights.
Do you guys?
Raise up blades.
Are you guys
Oh, yeah.
Australian?
Yeah, you're not
Did
believe
you
this,
make
but
this
no.
up?
No, someone told me about it years
Raise
ago.
up blades.
See, but put it together faster.
Raise up lights.
Raise up blades.
But with the
Raise up
intention
blades.
of it sounding
Raise
like
up blades.
Oh my God. I thought
our
when you guys
Australian listeners right now are
Are
dying.
throwing up. Raise
guys-
up blades.
They're like these stupid American and Canadian
Raise up
hosts.
lights.
Raise
up
the
lights.
blades, right? And then if you put it all into one thing and don't like enunciate, raise the blades.
But now you're not saying raise up lights at
Yeah,
all.
I know,
You're
not at
just
all.
Just say raise,
Say rise.
say
rise,
rise, rise.
up, rise up, rise up. Take the P off of it.
Can't we
Don't
just say
enunciate.
rise
up, rise up.
Rise up.
Lights, but go blades. Rise the blades.
This is.
This
I want
is-
my money back. Is what
Yeah,
I
me
want.
too. I thought that you guys were, I thought that the sentence, like, to learn an Australian
You guys
accent
are
was.
closer to an Australian accent than you've ever been by saying raise up lights.
Jennifer Lopez.
See,
That's what I thought.
Jennifer
that
Lopez.
You guys were saying a sentence that was designed to give you an Australian accent.
Jennifer
which
Lopez?
was, I was with Jennifer Lopez.
What were we?
See?
Oh, I brought up Australia not to go down this weird road.
Well,
I was
sue me.
okay. I'll see you in court. We're gonna have some listeners
Hey.
going, "Oh my gosh, Tig is suing
Tig.
Fortune."
To eat my ass.
Gladly. Hey, eat my ass. Say
Eat
that.
my ass?
Say eight.
and you have to have the last part
No,
sound
no,
like
no,
a question.
Fortune.
Eat my ass.
Eight
Eat
my
my
ass.
ass.
ate my ass.
We apologize to all of our Australian listeners. We love
Even
you.
listeners everywhere else where they're listening. All I wanted to say is I understand what you're saying, May, about pho and faux, because after spending so much time in Melbourne, all the locals say Melbourne, and you sound so weird being an American in Australia saying I love your city, Melbourne. You know, and then I left Australia and I was like, oh yeah, I was in Melbourne, and people are like, Melbourne, and I'm like, you can't win.
You can't win.
You're right. You can't win.
I want to win.
I want to win so bad.
I want you both to win.
Thank you.
You don't have to say it back.
Raise up lights.
In fact,
raise up lights.
I don't want you to say it back.
Anywho, well, should we get to our question?
Yeah, let's get to our question.
Yeah, great. I'm a massive deep fan. We're all deep fans of this person.
Yes, we are.
Who isn't?
Today's questioner is an actress, comedian, and writer who became one of the most beloved SNL cast members of all time over the course of her 6 years on the show. She won the Spirit Award for Best Supporting Actress for her role in Other People, and has appeared in films including Happiness and Wet Hot American Summer, as well as TV shows like The Other Two, White Lotus. Molly Shannon is asking today's question.
She's the best.
I just could go on about Molly forever. She is such an influence on my comedy. I know because growing up, like her cast, like the Will Ferrell cast and Sherry O'Terry, they were like my people.
Yeah, same. I thought they were the cast for me.
And I have to say, one of my absolute favorite movies of all time is Happiness.
Oh, really? One of my favorite movies of all time is Superstar.
Superstar is pretty amazing.
It's so good when she makes out with that tree and she's so committed to it, and it's so embarrassing, and she's just being like talking dirty to this tree and being like, "You're a bad boy." It's so good. I lost my shit.
And can I tell you, I think I've told you all this before, but I have the absolute pleasure of living in the same neighborhood as Molly, and she rides her bike around the neighborhood. She is a fixture in our neighborhood with her little bike and her basket, and
I love it.
It is such a treat to see her just pedaling around, just like the mayor of our neighborhood.
Because she's such a like present person. You'll talk to her. She's looking you in the eyes, and she's very passionate about talking to you. And when I was in high school, I would like have like little moments of being funny or like trying to be a performer. And for my senior year, we had like a talent show that you could sign up for. And I dressed up as Mary Catherine Gallagher and just basically did her sketch in the talent show. And that was like my first taste of performing.
Were you wearing rollerblades?
No rollerblades, because I didn't want to fall. But I had the whole Catholic school girl outfit, the long wig.
Oh my God.
And did like the hands in the armpits and the smelling of them. And sometimes when I get nervous, I put my hands under my arms and then I smell them. And
do you remember when she is confessing to the priest in the confessional, and he says, "What are your sins?" or whatever, and she says, "Father, I think my feelings would best be expressed in a monologue from the Sissy Spacek movie," and she does a dramatic monologue that's so insane.
Meredith Baxter Burney or something like that.
Yeah. Oh God,
because she just commits so hard to these characters. And Sally O'Malley, anytime a friend turns 50, I'm so giddy to be like, I'm 50 years old, and I like to kick and stretch and kick because I'm 50.
I feel like we've found a way to say that on the pod a bunch of times. I don't know why. It's like one of our main quotes.
But yeah, she's unbelievable, and I've seen her in social situations, but I don't think I've ever told her just how much I love her. Well, so maybe she'll listen to this one day and she'll know.
We love you, Molly.
We love you.
Every single person alive loves Molly Shannon. End of story.
End of story.
Should we hear her question?
Yes.
Please.
Hello, Handsome Podcast. It's Molly Shannon, and my question for all of you today is, and it's a very serious question. When you are leaving a party, do you say goodbye on your way out, or do you do the Irish exit, the quick say no goodbye exit? That's my question.
All right.
That's a really good one.
From an Irish.
Why do you think they call it an Irish exit?
I don't know, because I've heard it called a French exit as well.
Yeah, I've heard a few different exits.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe in Ireland they're just never. They say top of the morning, and they never say
top of the morning.
Bottom of the night.
They just leave.
Yeah.
Well, I will say that
they're probably too drunk. Right?
Yeah.
What?
Are you allowed to make fun of them being drunk if you're not Irish? I don't know. Or are you Irish?
I am Irish.
Oh, I thought you were Italian.
Irish
people,
Italian.
Are you only one thing? As an Irish person that doesn't ever leave parties drunk, I feel like my fellow Irish folk maybe stumble out and they can't find anyone to say goodbye to.
Saying goodbye, I don't know if this is at every party or if this is an LA thing, but it is like a 45-minute process.
Yes.
It is so long, and I will have to gear up for it. Like we went to this charity event last night, and I had to say to Jax, all right, we need to go. Let's go say goodbye to Arnold. Let's go say goodbye to Heather. We got to say, like, I'm doing an exit strategy of like, and it's still 45 minutes later, we're leaving. Yeah.
I do say goodbye.
You do?
I do.
Okay, yeah.
I do say goodbye when I leave and do my thank yous and everything. But that's kind of my favorite part of being at a party is being like, okay, it's time to leave. Let's go say goodbye, because then you have a mission and you don't get stuck talking to a weird person. You just like, you go in and you say goodbye, you talk to the host and the people that you know, and then you bolt. Because if you're in the middle of a party and you don't really know anybody, or you know some people, you're just a sitting duck. And I am not somebody that needs to be babysat or talked to at a party or anything. I like to sit and watch,
Yeah, I respect that a lot.
Yeah. And then when it's time to go, I love to get up and beeline over and do my goodbyes. And that is the most fun.
I'm an Irish exiter in a big way, and because I think partly because I have no boundaries, so that's prime time when I'm saying goodbyes to just be making promises I can't keep, writing checks I can't cash. I'm saying, hey, it was so good to see you, so let's hang out tomorrow, or like let's like, oh, we got to do that thing, and so I end up just making all these promises, and then so when I do an Irish exit, I really appreciate the friends in my life who give me grace. Like the other night, I hosted like a kind of cast gathering, and I'd booked karaoke for an after party. I knew I wasn't going to go. In my heart, it was like late. I was tired, and everyone was like, okay, karaoke. And I was the one that organized it. And I went, yeah, I'm going to meet you guys there. I'm just going to go. And I knew, and my friend looked at me and was like, you're not coming, right? And I was like, no. And she said, I give you grace. She said, don't worry about it. And she didn't, you know what I mean? And she let me do my lie and say, no, I'm just stopping at home.
So funny though.
Was your friend Jennifer Lopez?
Jennifer Lopez?
Yeah.
But has there ever been a part of you that, as you've gotten older, that where you're like, maybe I should just not tell people I'm going to do the thing I'm not going to do?
That's my lifelong journey, for sure. For sure. Yeah.
Let's face it. Saving money can be tough. So when there's an opportunity to save, you got to take it. Here's an easy one. Getting a home insurance quote from Allstate.
Check Allstate first and you could save $574 on your home insurance. No hassle, just savings. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Not available in every state. Based on the national average annual savings for new home insurance customers surveyed in 2023 who switched to Allstate and reported savings. Savings vary. The environment is a critical issue for us here at Handsome. It's so important to us, and we know it's important to you too. That's why we're proud to be sponsored by Thrive Market, who are committed to ethical sourcing for all of their products. That's better for the planet, and it's better for you too. Take the stress out of grocery shopping for your family with Thrive Market's commitment to quality with their trusted ingredients.
They even restrict 1,000+ ingredients that are found at conventional grocery stores so you can shop for your family with peace of mind. Stuff like Bragg apple cider vinegar, Halo freeze-dried treats, and even Eco's plant-powered cleaning supplies. Thrive Market's mission is to make healthy and sustainable living easy and affordable for everyone.
Want to shop at a grocery store that actually cares for your health? Go to thrivemarket.com/handsome for 30% off your first order, plus a free $60 gift. That's THRIVE market.com/handsome. thrivemarket.com/handsome.
Because there'll be some 0.001% of me that's like, yeah, maybe I'll get a second win, but I know deep down I won't. But
I always assume that you're always on your second and third win, because don't you stay out all night and do
you?
No. I maybe when we started this pod I was doing that.
Yeah.
Now I'm working too much, but maybe I'm heading back into
Are you
a wild.
Are you a late night goose?
Used to be. Yeah. I mean, I stay up late, but I'm usually just reading sad poems and things.
Stay up late reading sad poems.
Poems.
Yeah, I'm definitely running on fumes, though. That's true. And over.
You gotta get those 8 hours.
Last night I was too busy watching Josh Hartnett. I think I slept like 5 hours.
What time did you go to bed?
My God, I would kill to sleep 5 hours.
Really?
Oh my God, I'm going on like 3.
Seriously?
Yes.
From the night sweats from the onesie.
I'm full blown menopause. I'm like, man, I'd give anything for 5 hours.
Really?
Oh, I love a good 7 or 8 hour night sleep.
I would what I would do for 7, 8 hours sleep.
I've been getting 7 or 8 the last couple of weeks, and it's nice.
That's really nice.
Look at this face.
Because if you don't sleep for like. It's
Wait,
not
May,
long.
Fortune.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking at that face. Yeah.
Go to YouTube right now if you want to see Fortune's face.
Thanks to 8 hours sleep and my Jennifer Lopez J-Lo beauty mask.
Whoa, you are glowing, I will say.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh! One of our number one fans, Amanda Klutz. Love Amanda. She listens to this podcast religiously. She, after we promoted Jennifer Lopez,
J-Lo Beauty,
she texted me and teased me about how much better I looked since I started using J-Lo.
It's true.
Yeah.
Look at it. Well, yeah, you are really glowing.
I know I'm glowing because I've been using my J-Lo Beauty and sleeping.
But if you don't sleep for like 3 or 4 days, it's not even that long, you die. Like, it's crazy that we are designed that. Yeah, like you.
Is it gonna take? You need more sleep. I'm worried about you.
I will die. I just want to let
never.
No, we're all headed in that direction.
Tig, how dare you?
How
Fortune
dare you?
Tig, how dare you?
I'm getting 3. Oh my God.
God.
To YouTube. Go to YouTube.
Fortune,
will you wear that at my funeral?
And because you're Irish Italian, I'll sing
and French.
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The snow has gone and all the roses falling.
Tig will be turning in her grave.
It's you. Wait, it's me. It's you. It's you or me.
Doesn't matter.
It's me. It's me.
It's us.
I must go and bide, and I must bide. I'll work on the lyrics before.
Fortune, would you mind singing that to me to sleep? Singing that to me to sleep? Singing
to Top of the Morning, Toya.
A little
I'm
lullaby.
not just known for my Irish goodbyes. I'm also known for singing a little ditty at a funeral, or also if you're having menopause and you need to sleep.
I feel like
God, I'm
somehow
just amazing at accents.
I was going to say you're not known for your Irish accent.
Oh, how dare you, Tig.
How dare you?
Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta.
I feel like, Fortune, you're gonna find a way to sing at your own funeral somehow. You're gonna.
I'm gonna have a pre-recorded album that they're forced to play.
Yeah,
and everyone's gonna have to sit there and listen.
Yeah.
Do you guys know my old roommate, Chris Fairbanks?
Yes, love Chris.
Yeah.
Okay, he's one of the funniest people walking around this planet. When we first moved, we used to live in Venice together, Venice, California. And when we first moved into our house, we used to always talk to each other like, oh, he calls me Tiggity. And he's like, hey, hello, Tiggity. And I call him Chrisity. And when we first moved in, we were just walking around the house, getting things set up, cleaning, and talking to each other like that, like, Chrisity, oh, Tiggity, blah, blah, blah. And he takes some trash out and meets our neighbor, and he's still talking like that. He's like, yeah, we just moved in here, me and my friend Tig. And the guy was like, where are you from? And Chris is like, oh, sorry, I'm actually from Montana. My roommate and I were just talking like we were from Ireland. Anyway.
When did you guys live together? Was it when you first moved to LA?
No, we were performing in Boise, Idaho, and he opened for me, and we had so much fun. We were crying, laughing the whole weekend. And he was just going through a breakup, and I had just rented this house. And I said, if you don't have anywhere to go, you're welcome to move in with me. I didn't have an extra bedroom, but I had like this.
Oh my God.
I had this extra room that just had a door that like slid closed. There was no closet in there or anything. And so he was like, really? And I was like, yeah. Because I was like, oh my God, I love this guy. And we moved in. We lived together almost a decade.
No way.
Yes.
That's amazing. You knew right away when you met him, and you're good in a crisis. We know this. And he was going through a breakup, and you said, all right, move in with me.
I was like, hey, because he just broke up with his girlfriend, and he was like in the middle. He was like really in flux. And I just thought, well, I love this guy.
I lived with a boy for like 8 years.
Fortune, tell us.
Fortune, Marie.
Not romantically.
Oh, okay.
Who was the boy?
My friend Steve, shout out.
His last name was Shout Out?
I was in desperate need of a place to live at the end of my first year in LA. And I had met him he was working on the show that the lady I was working for was on, and he had a North Carolina Chapel Hill shirt on, and I was like, oh my God, I'm from North Carolina, as if we're like all supposed to be friends.
Yeah.
And I came on a little strong, and I think he thought I had a crush on him.
Did he?
Oh boy.
Yeah. So he was like kind of, when you like think someone likes you and you don't like them, you don't want to like do anything to give them the wrong impression.
I said yes, but actually I can't relate, because if I think there's even a hint, I'm like full steam ahead.
Yeah.
No matter who it is.
Well, maybe I just like the flirtation.
The attention.
But yeah, I was gonna say attention, and then
But he did not want that attention from me. And I was desperate to make friends, so I was like coming on very strong. I knew as a friend, he thought romantically, and I was like, you want to be friends? And he's like, ugh. And,
oh my God.
And so I knew him in that way.
Wait, you weren't out yet, right?
I wasn't out yet, no. Okay. But I knew I was not just like, I knew I was not into him in that way. But I was desperate for friends because it was so hard to meet people out here. And then like 6 months into knowing him, that was back when there was the AOL chat rooms,
Yeah.
And he put on his like away message that he needed a new roommate. And I desperately needed a place to live because
I need a place to stay.
I need a place to stay. So I like wrote him like, I need a roommate, or I need to move into somewhere. And he kind of was like, oh, okay.
Oh my God.
And like reluctant. And then I ended up being his roommate for like almost a decade.
And the whole time you were trying to get with him.
The whole time,
crawling into bed with him at night.
Yeah.
So you lived with him when you came out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was he shocked that you didn't want a piece of that?
I honestly don't know. I don't know he was shocked, but he wasn't also like, it wasn't like on the nose for him.
And when you were living with him, were you flashing your
my
sexy
my
calves?
titties?
No, your
my
calves.
calves.
Your sexy gams.
Yeah.
He saw my gams. He knew what I was working with.
Okay.
But immediately as I moved in, he saw right away there was no sexual anything ever.
Right.
No chemistry, nothing in that way at all. And it was like high fives immediately. And he's still one of my best friends.
Oh.
When he moved out of LA, it was a sad, sad day.
Where'd he go? I miss
He
him.
moved to Chicago first, and then and he's in Atlanta. He has a family of 3 kids now, wife, kids, all the things.
And is she jealous of you?
Yeah.
No.
He's not allowed to talk to you anymore.
He's jealous of me because I don't have kids. But he's great. He's a super great guy. But so that was that's how I had grown up with brothers, so I knew they were gross to live with. That's where I, remembered living with Steve, that men somehow end up having their pubes everywhere. It doesn't matter. Their pubes end up literally everywhere.
And that's what you were dealing with?
Yeah, guys, whatever male or no, the ladies know too that are listening right now who live with a man can attest.
Fortune,
that
you have to say
their pubes
what
end up everywhere.
You have to say that again and end it with right, ladies.
Right? Am I right, ladies? Pubes everywhere. It's wild how they can just manage to float to many places.
I'm equally bad, not with pubes, but like I trim my hair a lot myself, and I've had roommates be like, "There's tiny yellow hairs, like you can never quite clean them all up by the sink, and it's a real compulsion. I can't stop." Like last night when we were painting the bears, I went up to pee, and I just find myself holding the scissors, giving myself a haircut in the middle of hosting a party.
And so, wait, May, is your hair not brown anymore?
Oh no, it is. Yeah,
it's brown, but it's still got a hint of blonde.
Yeah, it's like a
go to YouTube. Go to YouTube.
I did find myself turning into a naggy wife living with a man.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which Jax deals with now with me. So it's all full circle.
Wait, you nag Jax?
No, she nags me.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say.
When I was living with, because many of times Steve and I had another roommate, so I would live with 2 boys. So I was always like, guys, can you please take out the trash? It's literally overflowing.
You became that character.
I became that woman.
Can you please?
Can you please?
For the love of God.
You're passing the mailbox. Can you just bring the mail in for once? Can you
lived with
clean
3
up
guys.
your pubes?
Did I tell you guys about the roommate, the guy, Mike, that I found on Craigslist to be my roommate? And he seemed like this quiet little nerd. He was younger than me, and I just desperately needed a roommate fast. This is not long ago. I was like 30 in London, and he moved in, and right away I was like, he stayed in his room all the time. And then after about a week, he came home. I hear all the doorbells in the whole apartment building basically buzzing, and he's wasted, and he comes in and he's like slurring, and he starts being like, can I have a hug? I just met him like a week ago, and I was like, no, I'm good. And he goes, go stand in the corner.
Oh,
and
no.
I was like, no, I'm fine. I was by myself, so I was like, oh, this is bad. So I'm texting my friend, and I start recording him, and he's going like, oh, do you ever like bone your groupies? And he's just being really gross and weird. And he keeps telling me to stand in the corner and hug him. So I went, I'm going to go to bed. And I locked the door. And then I hear him. This is not a fun story, is it? Anyway,
it depends on where it goes.
Yeah, we don't know where the ending is.
I hear him smashing around. Anyway, so the next day I go out and I go, hey, Mike. Well, he stayed in his room for like 24 hours. Then he comes out really hungover. And I was like, hey, man, you were really creepy last night. He's like, okay, so what? Not apologetic. And I went, well, I feel like you got to move out. Like I have a recording because in case you didn't remember, you kept telling me to stand in the corner and hug you, and you were talking about your dick, and it was weird. And he goes, okay, fine, I'll move out. I was like, okay. And then I said, well, I'll give you your deposit back. And he goes, I don't need your charity. And I was like, all right, well, and then this is the mistake I made. I said, I'm going on tour. So if you can just be out when I get back, I'll be back in 2 weeks. I leave, I come back from tour. It is destroyed, my house. Like my TV's broken. There's broken bottles. There is poo smeared on the wall in the bathroom. There's pee and pubes everywhere. There's my TV broken and just like garbage that's been sitting in the sun in the apartment with no air conditioning. Like it was, yeah. And I never heard from him. I just changed the locks. I never saw
That's
him again.
wild.
Well, I bet you're going to hear from him now.
I hope he's listening.
He's like, ugh.
Yeah. And wait, he was just randomly from online, or
He was like 26 and seemed so, he was like 5'4" and like 100 pounds, like this
Wow.
little, tech guy. And he seemed like the least threatening guy ever. And then I think, yeah, he would have murdered me for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No,
they have a
probably
whole
not.
series called My
Listen.
Worst
Oh,
Roommate
yeah.
Ever or something.
Worst roommate ever.
Yeah.
No, he probably was just going through something. And
I had many a Craigslist roommates. It is wild to just have a stranger move in.
it's wild, right?
I haven't done that.
It was very popular at one point.
Yeah, I lived with a woman called Joanne who and then I was the sketchy Craigslist roommate because I was like a sketchy teen and I lied about my age and I moved in. I knew I didn't have enough rent really, and but she was a nice lady and she was maybe in her 50s, and when I would leave the house, she'd go, "Oh, you forgot something," and I'd be like, "What?" And she'd say, "You haven't said goodbye to Elvis," and I had to say goodbye to the cat every time I left.
Oh, I thought she was going to say your rent.
Yeah. Oh, you forgot something, just to pay me any rent.
And also, can you pay me my rent?
Yeah.
Well, I never answered Molly's question. To answer
Right.
To answer Molly's question, I'm not an Irish goodbye or exiter because I feel too guilty.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I need to properly say thank you to the host, to tell my friends I'm leaving. That's why it's always a 45-minute process to me. But we've mentioned her on this podcast before. Tig and I have a mutual friend named Allison Dunbar. She is the queen of Irish exiters. And I didn't even know that term until her. And she would famously at every party just disappear. And I think once people expect it of you, no one gives a crap.
Yeah.
Like you said.
Yeah.
Also, Allison Dunbar can do whatever she wants as far as I'm concerned.
That's right. She sure
There's
can.
nobody funnier, cooler, smarter, and Allison Dunbar does anything she
Whatever
wants in
she
my
wants.
book. Yeah.
Oh my God. Imagine being that person.
Yeah.
That sounds
Because she
like
didn't give
heaven.
a shit. If you were to be like, hey, I'm offended that you left without saying goodbye, she'd laugh in your face. And you'd be like, all right. Let's hear what Molly has to say.
Yes.
Yes.
And now my answer. I did an outfit change for the answer. So I prefer an Irish exit. I once had to go to a cast wrap party that I didn't really want to go to because it was at a club downtown and it was really loud, but I felt like I should go. So I went in and there was a dance circle and I made a big scene so that everybody could see me, and there was like a dance off and I did a big like number in the middle of the circle and people were like, yeah. And then I zipped out and I was only there for probably 15 minutes at the party.
That's
and
hilarious.
I got into my car and I was like, oh, I was so excited. And everybody thought the next day that I had stayed really late because they all saw me. I made a big, to do. But then sneaked out. It was my perfect Irish exit.
That's
I
amazing.
just said yeah, like she was talking to me directly. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. But that would seem like you were really there partying if you made such a huge scene like that.
Yeah.
That's a good
really
thing.
funny.
That's a good plan if you don't want to go somewhere for a long time, to like make your presence known pretty hardcore and then just dip out.
Yeah.
If you're going to commit a murder, that's a good thing too for your alibi. Like you go to a party,
Didn't think about that.
You're really present at the party, and then everyone's going to think you were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to be at a party
Why
where
did
Molly.
your brain go to that?
Oh, sorry.
That's
Sorry.
a great
You're gonna commit a
alibi.
murder.
What an alibi.
I was breakdancing in the kitchen. I couldn't have done it.
Didn't you see me there? I was there. I really would love to be at a party where Molly Shannon instigates a dance circle and does a huge number. I would just be levitating with joy.
Oh yeah. She is one of those people that you could watch her do anything and you'd be cracking up.
Yes.
Yeah.
She is a silly
Well, let's have a
bird.
party at some point and invite her.
Put it on the list,
Put
Thomas.
it on the list.
Yeah, just the four of us invite Molly Shannon over.
Seriously.
She's like, why is no one else here?
Well, we know she doesn't like loud clubs, so
That's
maybe
true.
she'd like a quiet evening with four.
A quiet
With a-
evening
with a-
in with Molly.
With a grain bowl and triple dippers.
Yeah. Yeah. And what was my food? I like shrimp dumplings, but I'm embarrassed about it.
That's all right. Don't be
So,
embarrassed.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, okay.
Be proud. Be out and proud about
That's
your
right.
dumplings.
Well, what an episode.
I hope everybody votes today.
Please, and tell your family, tell your
neighbors,
neighbor,
unless they
tell your
don't
nana.
share your same political views.
Then don't remind them.
But
Tell 'em
vote.
it's
It's
tomorrow.
very important. It is our basic civic duty.
Yes.
And many people fought for us to be able to vote. So go vote.
Fortune's speaking the truth.
That's right. If you want merch, go to handsomepod.com because we have some great merch. Hoodie, Keep It Handsome hoodie, a Yego shirt. It's never too late to wear that because everyone has ghosts in their house. And you want to
Life
give them
is
a
spooky.
shout out.
Yeah. And it's also never too late to order my album Hello Again. Get that at tignotaro.com. I can still be seen very regularly at Comedy Bar in Toronto. I'm working out new material, and some nights it's real off the rails and loosey-goosey, and but the crowds have been so fun and nice, and I've really been enjoying it.
I am finally, well, when this comes out, I will be finally back in LA. I'm finally doing the loosey-goosey new material stuff. I'm at Largo December 15th and December 4th at Largo. So there's going to be really good special guests and stand-up and improv and music and stuff.
And until next time,
there you go. Let's keep it
handsome.
Hey, handsomes, we know that price is at the top of the list when you're looking for home insurance. That's why you should get a quote from Allstate. They've got great policies and great rates, plus they make it easy to save on your policy.
Check Allstate first, and you could save $574 on your home insurance. No hassle, just savings. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Not available in every state. Based on the national average annual savings for new home insurance customers surveyed in 2023 who switched to Allstate and reported savings. Savings vary.